Hello, how are you? It's nice to see you. First off and foremost, Happy New Year. Yes, we're here for 2020. I didn't bag it. You're probably asking yourself, you were on the way to 10,000 subs. Why'd you stop? This is what we're going to have a chat about. And it's probably a little more serious than my news team knows. I wasn't able to kind of break it to them. I wasn't ready. But we are back. And if you are a fan of the podcast, I know there's a very different audience over here that, they take in, they take in what I do, but they don't necessarily know who I am or how I got minorly internet famous 4 years ago. Not necessarily a fan of the podcast, but generally, take in whatever I'm doing over here, whether I'm just, they don't know anything about me, but I'm bringing them the news they're interested in or opinions they're interested in. But it's different, and it allows me to sort of break my shock jock act and do something a little different and give you some insight, because we get it right a lot. We called the Anise on Chris Hansen investigation. A few of us thought I just made it up. I don't know why, because I don't think I've ever gotten caught just outright making something up. But that being said, we kind of got to talk. Around late Thanksgiving, 4 weeks ago or so, I was having trouble maintaining my podcast schedule because of absolute and total exhaustion. And I want to make this clear. This is not one of those this is not my fault. This is my fault, and it's years. It's been years. Been waiting to bite me in the ass, and I think it finally did. And I just want to, I guess, tell you about it. And it's, like I said, it's going to be a little, my news team volunteers, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise to them as well. And well, here we go, Joe. Let's take that a deep breath and make it happen. Around Thanksgiving, I was having even trouble staying awake for my podcast, which I do at 9 p.m. my time. And one time I said goodbye to everybody, and I X'd out. And next thing I remember, it was like 3 hours later in here. Just like I must have been like sitting back here and drooling or something. And I skipped a lot. At the end of December, I took practically as much time as I possibly could take off. I just had absolutely no energy. And the reason for that is I have not been taking care of myself. I think years of my Army lifestyle, where drink and smoke a lot and then run a mile or two or do a ruck march and being okay with it. And, throughout my 30s, it seemed all right. And that's kind of lifestyle in there. You work hard, you play hard. And I like that. And it's over, and I can't deal with it. I'm not dealing with it very well. I liked when I could just abuse the hell out of myself and not pay the price or cut corners to pay the price. I tried to quit smoking back in late 2018, and that basically evolved into the worst weight gain that a lot of you have been pointing out for the past 6 months that I've ever seen. I've just starting putting on like 10 pounds a month. And I don't look like I used to. And I'm well aware of that. And I don't care about the jokes or anything like that. Whatever, I deserve it. And some of them are pretty funny. But it's actually not my feelings that are being hurt. I'm getting winded when I'm playing with my 3-year-old. And that's unacceptable, because I decided to have another child later in life. I wouldn't say late in life, but I owe it to him to be healthy. And I'm getting winded pretending I'm Kylo Ren, and that's just unacceptable. Spent most of the day today in bed. I got some headache out of nowhere, and I couldn't even lift my head. And you're probably saying, he's out drinking. Yeah, I know my reputation, drunk uncle of YouTube, but I've actually cut a lot of that out. Most of 2018, I was going to bars after, we had a big show almost all the time, and I've basically cut that out. And, maybe once every other month, and I'm still having these problems. My doctor's aware of it. I have appointments coming up. Hopefully it's just, diet, quit smoking, and basically organize my life a little better because, sometimes organization can take this out. I've been a little more organized this week. I didn't miss a podcast, and I was missing them left and right in December. So that may be just organization, keep it on a schedule. But I'm not adjusting to it very well. I mean, I weighed a little over 100 pounds after high school, and I was, able to abuse my body and play, pickup hockey 2-3 days a week for a long time, and I can't do that anymore. I guess the big 4-0 says no. So I apologize for just kind of letting this thing sort of languish. This channel's been through a lot of incarnations. It's been through the Get to the Point, which I was really proud of, but it just didn't work. It was too high production. And then we tried something a little different, and once a week's not enough to build a channel, unfortunately. The algorithm doesn't like that, so we went to these sort of topic-based Tim Pool style news uploads. Tim Pool I like very much. He's kind enough to follow me on Twitter, and sometimes we get to talk in the DMs. So we went to that, and that was the most successful. And I really, really pushed it, and I got exhausted. Not so much uploading videos, but it's everything else that's going around. I picking up, dropping off my kid, doing this. You guys give me this lifestyle where I'm able to spend a lot of time at home when my wife in the corporate world, and I'm able to earn a reasonably good living, and sort of play housewife or house dude, as I like to call it. And it works very, very well, but it's not going to work well if I'm dead. And or if I'm sleeping all the time. I think it would almost be better if I stayed up late, slept during the day, and then started my day that way. I mean, it would almost be like a late night shift. But that's not the way I like to do it. I like to wake up at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, Army style, and then work through the morning. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's why I dropped the ball. I did. And I'm fat and I can't play with my kid. And when I was first getting a little chubby, I just thought it was funny. And now I'm actually, for the first time in my life, feeling the back pain and everything that goes along with becoming overweight. And I don't want to, get into this thing, oh, poor me, because I'm one of these people. Fat shaming is a good thing. Because if I wasn't ashamed of myself, I'm not going to do what I got to do to fix this. So the jokes don't bother me. Not at all. If anything, well, they weren't motivation. Maybe they will be now, because I got a pretty thick skin, even though it got a bit chubby. But no, that's got to change because, I had a child late in life and, middle-aged. And I got to, stick around as long as I can, because when he turns my age, I'll be 80 and probably not here. So I got to give him, I got to give both my kids as much time as possible. And that means some serious lifestyle changes. I hate to say it, but although it would happen probably either way, flipping the vape almost made things work. So I keep on flipping from vape to cigarettes, and it's killing me. And it's really difficult to be alone most of the day and to say and not, kind of fiddle my hands. And I'm shoving food in my mouth or cigarette. If I'm not shoving food, I'm putting cigarettes in my mouth. Then I can't breathe at night. And, and I have asthma on top of it. So it shows you how responsible I'm being. But that's the way to do it. But I'm in the earliest process of fixing this crap. And I hope you bear with me. I hope you sub, share, and all that stuff. This channel is going to be more than alive. Like I said last week, if I didn't say it, maybe this is the third or fourth cut. I made all my podcasts right on time. Well, maybe not right on time, 2 minutes late. I hear about that. And I also wish that I'm taking care of this. I don't need too much advice. Try this, try that, try the other thing. I know who to go to. I'm working with my doctor, and I'm going to try to make a change for the better. I don't care. The funny thing is I don't care about looking fat. It doesn't really bother me. I care about, sucking wind. And I think I like working, and I like putting out a lot of content, and I like streaming, and I think I'd do a lot better if I was in better shape. And I think I could do a lot more work, more effective work, and maybe even find a new project. You never know. So again, not blaming anybody, just telling you, I got a little health scare. and it's being taken care of, and it's being worked on, and I'm getting checked on, and I'm just gonna have to, you know, accept the fact that I'm middle aged, and it's not as easy as I'd hoped, because when you're in the Army, everybody's like a teenager and they're suspended animation, and you just had this work hard, play hard, and that's drugs. Well, not drugs, but you know, drugs isn't cigarettes and booze. It shouldn't be drugs. and you know, if I'll use the word, if you don't do that and you don't hang, when you're single, it's even worse. You have to throw girls in the mix. You're a pussy. And I gotta, you know, I'm married. I don't need that. You know, that's not important. What is important is my job, my friends, and certainly my family and my child. And I'm sure my wife would like me to lose a few pounds too. But yeah, like I was listening to Ethan, H3H3, and I guess his father-in-law told him, "It's like, one thing you don't want to do, man, don't get fat." And what happened? He probably started getting chunky around 40 and just let it go, and you know, it got him. It was just made him uncomfortable. I mean, and I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable not being able to do what I got to do. So that just means major lifestyle change, and it's certainly not too late or anything. And I don't want you to worry about it. Please withhold the suggestions. I'm dealing with the professionals. I'm even willing, even though I'm lucky. I'm like a psycho. I never get depressed. I'm never depressed. And but I might even go see a psychiatrist to kind of reorganize myself. I heard there's something you can do with that. It's not necessarily, you don't get treated for depression, but you know, somebody will try to help me to kind of focus and, you know, do Jordan Peterson, make my bed or some crap like that. I don't know. But I'm in the beginning stages. I do appreciate your well wishes, but please let me do it. And, you know, don't give me grandma's tea recipe. I'm probably not going to take it anyway. But I do apologize for slacking. I apologize for not letting my team know. And I apologize for missing all those podcasts. I like to work hard. I like to produce a lot of content, and it's not even always good. Because I remember, like, when I first started, like, look how many videos you have and look at a few subs. Like, this is not COD. We're not talking kill-death ratio here. I like to produce a lot of content. I couldn't do it any other way. I heard I hate everything. I was like, what do these guys do to produce content every day? It's like, how do these guys do that? Do it every month, you know, and you don't know how that video is going to do. I rather just push. And YouTube allows me to do that. And I think that it fits my personality and my work ethic a little better. And if I want to keep my work ethic better, I'm going to have to treat my body a little better. Again, jokes, fine. Advice, let me deal with the pros. I'm going to ignore you. I know victimization here either. I don't want to let you fatties writing me. I struggle like you. Yeah. Well, do what I'm doing. Get off your ass. But yeah, that's what I want to say. I want to sort of do something I don't do. The boogie style video. It's nobody's fault. And that's where I'm at. But I'm back, and hopefully I'll be a little skinnier by the summer. You know, get some of that good, healthy energy. You know, I don't think I'll be playing hockey again, but maybe I can start skating again. That'd be nice. Skating regularly. You know, it's wintertime. I could do some morning skates. If I really got the energy back and get up at 5 and, you know, go skate and come back. There's a rink not too far from here. So, see ya.